Hey everyone, today I'd like to give a quick review and my thoughts on the Hasbro Pulse Con reveals for Star Wars The Vintage Collection. So this event took place last Friday and Saturday, so on September 30th and October 1st. And the reveals for the Vintage Collection were a little minimal in my opinion. And so I want to just take a moment, review what we got from that presentation, and then kind of give you my thoughts. So first up, we had the San Diego Comic-Con, the Rescue Set, was just kind of revealed as now being available for pre-order for anyone that did not get it during the San Diego Comic-Con. So again, this set comes with a Beskar Mandalorian. He comes with the Beskar staff and a cloth cape, which anyone that doesn't have the Razor Crest, that's the first time that a soft goods cape is available with that figure. And obviously the Beskar staff has not been available yet. And then it comes with a pretty cool Dark Trooper where he's kind of coming apart and has some good flame detail to go along with it. Then it also comes with a Moff Gideon, which I believe is the same standard release version of that character. And then a slight variation of Grogu where he comes with the little miniature handcuffs for that figure. So all in all, that's a cool set. I will say the price point's a bit high. I believe it's $79.99. And actually, it's a little delayed on the release date of what I would have expected for that figure. So it's nice that they're making this available. It is limited quantities on HasbroPulse.com only. So if you haven't ordered that, go and pick that one up. But it's nice that they're making it available for a wider audience than the San Diego Comic-Con. So next up, we had a couple new-ish reveals for the Mainline Vintage Collection. So first off, we had Andor himself on the new Andor card back, which I actually do like the look of. I think the logo is, pretty nice looking. I like the card back art. And overall, this figure is going to be a pretty good one. I'm sure the face sculpt is great. So I think a good addition. Now, this one was kind of leaked at San Diego Comic-Con because it was on the card back of another figure in the same wave. So this was not a huge shock that it was coming, but this was the first time it was officially revealed and shown in hand. We then also got the Vel Sartha figure. So as of at the time of the Hasbro Pulse Con, she's only been in one episode so far of Andor, but obviously she's being set up to be a main character of that series. So another good addition. This one was also leaked back at San Diego Comic-Con just from the card back art. But both figures look really nice. Looks like they're, completely new tooling. Will be great face sculpts and all of that. So, really with all the new figures, we've come to expect pretty high quality with everything about the figures. So excited to see those. And they will both be part of a wave coming with the Luke Skywalker figure from The Mandalorian and the single carded release of the Klatooinian Raider from The Mandalorian that had previously only been a pack-in with the ATST playset. And then, of course, we also are getting Cal Kestis in that wave. So that'll be a pretty nice wave. That probably will be coming. I believe that's the next wave we're going to get, unless there's a repack wave that will be in front of that one. So hopefully by the end of this year or early in 2023, we will be seeing those figures on shelves. They are also currently available for pre-order at Entertainment Earth, so I'll throw a link for that in the description. And then you can also get them, individually at, I'm sure, a couple other online retailers. So the third figure that we actually saw in hand was presented by the voice actor for the character. So that was from the Bad Batch. We have Hunter, so he will be the first of the Bad Batch coming to the Vintage Collection. Now, that wave, I don't believe, has been fully announced yet what other figures will be in it. Overall, I actually felt like this sculpt looked almost a little bit like a Retro Collection sculpt. Now, obviously, the joints and the articulation is going to be well superior to that. The face sculpt and the paint apps look well superior. but something about the armor to me just looked really maybe a little bit too smooth, a little bit too uniform, almost more in that retro kind of style. So we'll have to wait and see when this one comes out, just to see how nice the figure is. Of course, the face sculpt is going to be really nice, so I'm sure that it'll be a little better than I'm expecting, but definitely another good figure to get into the line. They did kind of tease out that the other main Bad Batch characters will be coming to the Vintage Collection. They were kind of, discussing which figure should be next. D. Bradley Baker, the voice actor for all the characters, was kind of giving his little input on which character should be next. So my vote would be Wrecker, just because I like getting the big bulky figures, but we'll have to wait and see. So the next reveal was a troop builder pack of sorts. So this one is going to be the Figrin Dan or Modal Nodes troop builder. So this is a deluxe troop builder is what they're calling it. It actually comes with 7 figures in it instead of the 4 figures that we've come to expect from our troop builder packs. So you'll get 7 figures and, a whole bunch of instruments to add to the single carded release of Figrin Dan, which I believe came with 3 different instruments. So now you'll get to kind of more easily build out that entire band, the Cantina band or Modal Nodes. So I thought that was kind of a neat troop builder that they decided to go with. Makes it easier and a little bit cheaper than buying just a bunch of the Figrin Dan characters. And obviously an easy way to get more instruments, more accessories into your setup. So looking forward to this set. And then last but not least, they did have a number of pipeline reveals. So we're first getting, probably this is just an entire wave of Return of the Jedi themed reissues. So we are going to be getting the Weequay, which I believe was VC 107, Wolf, which is VC 24, I think was the most recent release for him. Salt Murray or Yak Face, which is a reissue of VC 132. The Nikto Skiff Guard, which is VC 99, and the Kithaba Skiff Guard, which is VC 56. So, all of these I believe, are going to be straight reissues, probably updated paint apps, if that. So I think it's fitting that we can get a lot of characters from the Jabba's sail barge and the skiff. So looking forward to these. Usually reissue packs I'm not all that thrilled about, but these will be good ones for anyone that missed the first release of those. The other straight reissue that they teased was the Hauser character from the Bad Batch. So this was part of, I believe, a 4-pack for the Bad Batch that came out pretty close to the release of the show. It was, he had the wrong name on his package, so they have updated the card back to include the correct naming of Hauser. So that'll be a good one. It, might make the other one a little bit more rare. I know a lot of people collect variants, so just a nice little update to that one to be correct. So then we did have a couple of reveals for pipeline figures for Return of the Jedi that I believe will be new sculpts. So the first is a removable helmet Darth Vader. I don't believe that there's going to be any retooling or any reuse there. I think it's going to be a brand new figure the way they spoke about it. So I'm excited for that one. And then they also teased an Endor playset of the Endor bunker. So hopefully throughout the course of next year, they will also be releasing a lot more Endor-themed characters. I know they have done a couple reissues of some Endor characters in the last couple years, but hopefully we get some brand new sculpts with some of those, maybe some more Ewoks or things like that. So excited to see those. And then the final pipeline reveal for the Vintage Collection was the Tusken Warrior from the Book of Boba Fett. So this has been a character that everybody's really been asking for quite a while. In the Vintage Collection, I believe we still only stand at 2 figures from the Book of Boba Fett. So definitely we are due to get some more figures from that show. I think the Tusken Warrior is a good place to start. I think that Cad Bane is probably the next one that I want the most, followed by Cobb Vanth. But so we'll see. So hopefully 2023 brings a few more Book of Boba Fett figures. But excited to see this one. So anyways, those were all of the reveals for the vintage collection during Hasbro Pulse Con. Let me know in the comments below what you think of all the reveals that they had. Were you happy with the number? I know a lot of people kind of wanted a little bit more. Things in the vintage collection world have been a little bit sparse the last couple months, which, you know, it does save the wallet a little bit, but, you know, we're always wanting more product, more reveals from stuff coming down the line. So let me know your thoughts below. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all of our Star Wars collectible reviews. Thanks, and may the Force be with you.